Greetings in the mighty name of Jesus Christ. Thank you for visiting our YouTube channel. I hope you have subscribed, and if you have not, just click the subscription button down here. Right now, we want to share and talk about what is fasting and prayer. What is fasting and prayer? I want to share with you so that you can make this activity one of the topmost that you will want to do as a Christian and a believer. For us to have successes in our lives, in our Christian life, fasting is an important activity. So fasting is mentioned throughout the Bible in both the Old and also the New Testament. However, when Christians discuss fasting, two key passages often come up. One from the Old Testament that was written by Isaiah, and one from Jesus himself. But neither of these passages gives specifics on how to abstain from food. Rather, both focus on the heart of the person fasting. Like in Isaiah 58, God sees the nation of Israel abstaining from the food for a day in order to seek help from God, justice for Israel, and judgment on those who have been oppressed or those who oppressed Israel. However, the help does not come and the people complain. So God turns the tables on Israel, pointing on how the Israel are oppressing their own people. Employers withhold pay from the workers, and the people act violently towards each other. Through Isaiah, God told the people that He doesn't want them to go a day without food. He wants them to abstain from the ways they have oppressed one another. This one you read in Isaiah 58, verse 9 to 10. So likewise also in the New Testament, when you read in Matthew chapter 6, verse 16 to 18, the same thing also happens there. So Jesus instructs his followers on how to fast. He tells them not to do so for a show. So Christians shouldn't fast in order to look righteous. Fasting is a practice of humbling yourself before God. If you are turning a fast into a spiritual ego boost, you have missed the entire point. So the Bible is full of examples of people who have abstained from food to seek for God. So these ones you can read in Luke 4 verse 1, as well as also in the Old Testament, that is 2 Samuel chapter 12, verse 17 to 23. You also see the earlier church in Acts chapter 13, verse 2, as well as Acts chapter 14, verse 23. So fasting is not limited to believers. The Bible mentions many of the church's most important leaders during an important time in history known as the Protestant Reformation also fasted. People like Martin Luther and so forth and so on. So biblical fasting is very, very important unto your spiritual life. So I encourage you to fast regularly as you can. Then you will have the benefits that comes with fasting. So may God bless you as you do fasting. Thank you for coming to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe down here. Be blessed.